Okay, so you decided that you want to build a digital product empire for your first business, online business. You just know that you want to sell digital products. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what digital products really are and some levels, because there's levels to this, in order to build out a digital product empire that's giving you money month after month after month. And I know it's a lot of gurus and people out here that want to tell you, oh, just do this, just do that. Let me tell you, it takes time to do this. And I'm going to tell you all the things that you can do and the levels, and you can decide for yourself which is the best approach for you based on the things that you want to accomplish. And then I'm going to show you how you can get it done, or I'm going to tell you how you can get it done. So here's what we're going to discuss first. There are 4 categories of digital products. Now, the first category is kind of your artistic category, and that's your clip art, your wall art, your AI graphics, your social media templates, things like that. On the graphic side of the house, your print on demand, those are more graphics because you need the graphic to go on the coffee mug or on the tumbler or on the shirt or whatever. The graphic comes first. So that's more of the artistic side of the house. Then you have the info side of the house, and that's where your info products come from, like your ebooks, that's KDP. You're talking about your courses, coaching programs, things like workshops. Those are information products because you're teaching somebody how to do something. So then you have people that do that kind of digital product. Now you also have the entertainment side of the house. The entertainment side is like your music, or if you rap or make beats, or if you do comedy, little videos, skits, that's for entertainment purposes. That's also a digital product. And then you have your utilities. Now, utilities is your software. This is when you're making apps, or if you're making templates like Notion templates, Funnel templates, Trello templates, Excel and Microsoft templates that they can use, like resume templates, because they're using templates that's built on a software. Okay, so that's your utilities category. Now, some of these things can be hybrid or combined, but they fall into one of those 4 categories. So say, for example, you could be doing poetry, but your poetry could be teaching somebody something. So it's info. Okay. It's info poetry, right? So you can blend them, but at the end of the day, they serve a purpose. Like even Mr. Beast's YouTube channel, yes, he teaches stuff on his channel now, but a lot of people go to Mr. Beast's channel for entertainment. And then from him doing entertainment and becoming successful, he started teaching, and then that built another side of his digital product empire. But everybody has to start their empire from somewhere. I personally started my digital product empire doing the artistic side of the house, creating the graphics, which I still do to this day. But I have also graduated to courses in teaching people how to do certain things that I already learned how to do. And then now I also have a membership community where it's unlimited training in there ongoing, and there's graphics in there for people, my members, to use for their own projects, right? So that they can make more money without having to pay for individual digital assets to create things. It's levels to this, right? So now let's go into the levels. The easiest level, and I'm going to go easiest, intermediate, more advanced, right? The easiest thing that you can do is to start with something you already know. I would say the easiest and fastest way to start building a digital product empire is doing the thing you already know how to do. And if you know how to create clip art already, if you know how to create digital papers or use AI to make digital papers and wall art, I would say start with the artistic side of the house and open up an Etsy shop and start selling those graphics that you know how to make, or putting them on some print on demand. Except with print on demand, you have to have upfront cash, because when you're selling on print on demand, especially if you're doing it through Etsy, Etsy holds your money for about 7 days, but the customer wants the product now. So you got to have a little bit of upfront cash. So I wouldn't say that that's the easiest, but the easiest thing you can start is to start teaching something that you already know. And that's going into the info product side of the house. If you know info, if you have information, then you can teach somebody to do something. If you are not sure how to do something, then you have to learn it first, right? So it doesn't make it that easy. But if you already know how to make graphics and clip art, and you already have some, throw them up on Etsy. That's how I got started in this digital product realm. I've been in business before, but when I started my first Etsy shop, and you can see that video, my first 44 days in Etsy, I'll put a link down in the description for you. But my first Etsy, it came from me doing digital products already locally. I was doing flyers for, locally. And then I had all these assets just sitting on my computer, and I was like, hey, I should just put them up on an Etsy shop so they can sell, right? So people can buy them who like them and who need them. That's how my journey started. So then I was able to teach it, right? After I've done it, saw what worked, saw what didn't work, saw where I failed, I was able to start teaching it. Now here comes the information products. In the same breath, I wrote a book. And this was before AI. Designed the whole book, did it in InDesign, Adobe InDesign, did the cover in Photoshop, did all of these things, published a book on Amazon KDP. Now, guess what? I was able to do a course, Publishing Pro, right behind it, because I created a magazine and I created a book. So I knew how to do it. So I put together a course teaching it. I did an Etsy shop, saw what worked and what didn't work. I put together a course to teach it, right? You really can't teach it until you do it. I did the thing, then I created something to teach the thing. So I was working both the artistic and the info product sides of the house. Now that I have my community, I have everything in there, the artistic and the info, all in one place in the community. Right. And now that built up another digital product for me, even though it's the combination of the two. And I'm not going to say it built up a digital product. What it did was it changed my business model. So instead of, yes, I have my Etsy shops and those are one-time buys. And yes, I have my courses, which people can one-time buy products and toolkits and everything like that if they so choose. But those who are digital product creators like you and me, I have a whole community now that's a monthly membership where they get all the courses, all the trainings, all the digital assets unlimited for one low monthly price, because that's tailored to a different part of the market. And that's like multiple streams of income. And that's what building a digital product empire is all about. And so the easiest way to get started is to get started with something that you know already. The intermediate side of the house is when you have to learn it first. I know I want to make digital products, but I don't know nothing about a digital product. So now you got to take the time to learn it. So it's an upper level to that. Not that you have to know more, you just have to do more. So the levels are not going by intellect, it's going by what's the easiest to get started like right away. What's going to be the soonest? The quickest thing you can do is do something you already know. And if you feel like you don't know nothing, now the second level is you have to know something. You got to get that knowledge first. And then you can do the thing that you want to do, which makes it easy at that point. The more advanced is when you've accomplished both the easy and you learned the thing and you accomplished the thing. And now you're able to teach the thing and bring all of those different digital products that you created all together into one, which makes it a more advanced type of level. When you're talking about building out a digital product business, it's okay to make various types of digital products. And I want to get into some things that will get you thinking, some ways you can get started. Because I see these videos and people just want to tell you one way. And it's not one way. Everything ain't cookie cutter. There's a lot of different ways to get to the same destination. And the same thing applies in digital product creation in this world and building a business. So here's some things that you could do, or some things to think about based on who you are as a person. If you're the type of person that can't think of a niche, if you like, I don't know who I want to serve, take the who out of it. Who told you got to think of who first? You don't. This is your own business and you need to not overcomplicate things. Think of it the way you can think of it. That helps you. And so I work backwards in a lot of different things. I don't think of things the same way that other people think about them. And I can look at it from different angles. I don't know. I've been blessed with that ability. I can think of the who first, but I know it was a time where I couldn't. And then when I finally understood, I knew that I didn't really have to, because you don't have to niche. I don't care what nobody's talking about. But what I will say is you do need a product that is already selling. Don't try to go invent something new. Look around and be like, ooh, dag, I want to make something like that. If that is the case, you're good. But if you're like, I don't see what I want to make, that is not a good thing, right? And I wouldn't say niche on necessarily the product. I would niche on the broader aspect of the level. I would niche on the person, because people are multidimensional. So say, for instance, and I'm going to give you two ways to think about a planner. Say, for example, you don't know the who, but you know the what. I want to make a planner. But what kind of planner you want to make? I don't know. Just want to make a planner. And then you got those people who, I want to write a book. Oh, you do? What you want to write a book about? I don't know what I want to write it about. I just know I want to write one. Sometimes you know what you want to do, but don't know what you want to do. So if that is the case, if you know you want to make a planner, that's fine. You already have that. You want to make a planner. Do you know how to make one? And if the answer is no, now you just got to learn. But if the answer is, yeah, I know how to make a planner. I know how to use Canva. I can make a planner, but I don't know who I want to make a planner for or what planner I want to make. Now it's kind of like think outside the box. Go on Google and look up. I need a list of different type of industries. And guess what? As you go down the list, look at stuff or look at the industry that you in and be like, I can make a planner for carpenters. I can make a planner for chefs. I can make a planner, anything that interests you. And now you're knowing the who you're going to make the planner for. And you tailor that planner for those individuals. Now, guess what just happened? You have a product, which is a planner, but you can make a planner for a lot of different industries. Now, that's a way you can think about it. You might have to be the person that think of the product first before you think of the who. Now, sometimes some people have to flip it and think of the who, and then they make all their products around that who. Say, for instance, one of my Etsy shops, I have 5 of them, cater to beauty and fashion professionals. Has a lot of Canva templates in there for their promotion, glammed up. It has their Instagram highlighters, branding kits, all those different types of things for beauty and fashion industry, hair, lashes, nails, all of those things, right? But I can also make wall art for them because some of them might have a physical location. So they need aesthetic to go on their wall. So if I see them purchasing pink and black thank you cards and the pink and black blinged out social media kit, now I can create wall art that's pink and black because most likely if that's their branding, their shop, their physical location might need to be decorated with some fashion and beauty type of wall art. Now I'm not doing social media templates. I'm doing wall art now. And then maybe I need to create a planner for the nail tech or for the massage therapist and I can put all of them under planners, under a planning section in my Etsy, but those planners are only tailored to beauty and fashion professionals. If you're a barber, here go your planner. If you're a hairstylist, here go your planner. If you are a hair color specialist, here go a hair color specialist planner just for you to keep track of your favorite colors, your dyes, what products you use. And if you're a shop owner, here go a planner for you because you need to keep track of your vendors, who come to your shop, where you need the supplies from. And you might need an appointment book or whatever the case may be. Or if they're using Acuity, like a booking scheduler, here go an Acuity branded out pink and black, like make it look like it's a website on your Acuity scheduler. Now look, I'm not niching on the product per se. I'm niching on the industry as a whole, which is broad because the fashion and beauty industry, there's a lot of things inside of fashion and beauty, just like there's a lot of things inside of digital product creation. So I don't necessarily niche down to that degree. I niche on a broader perspective. So if you can think of the who first, if you know who you want to serve, you just don't know what to serve them, just think about them. They're a mom. They need kid stuff or parent stuff. They own a shop or they do hair. They might need some digital planners. You know, if they're a mobile tech or whatever, they go to people's houses to do the hair. They might need something digital instead of like a book or a printable. They might need stuff digitally on their phone where they can do their appointments and keep track of all their things, right? So there's a lot of different ways you can approach this business and creating a digital product empire for yourself. Building a digital product empire is having multiple digital assets that's bringing you money across the board. And that's why I have 5 Etsy shops and a community and courses, and these things build up over time. I didn't have them all at once. And that's what I'm saying to you. To build a digital product empire, you must first start with the digital product that you want to create. And then you're either going to sell it on Etsy or you're going to run some ads to your Shopify. If you're just now getting started and if you low on funds, go for Etsy first. Okay. I'll put a link down below. If this is your first Etsy shop, you can get your first 40 listings for free because Etsy only charges you 20 cents per listing. But they don't charge you right away, which is a good thing. They charge you at the end of the month. So you can like upload and then it'll just be negative, negative, negative. But if you make sales within that time, they take that money from them sales. So you ain't got to really worry about that. But I can also give you the link to where you'll get your first 40 listings free. And if you want to learn more, you want some in-depth training, say, for example, you got a course that you want to sell, you need to learn how to build a funnel and all those different types of things because you want to sell that yourself on your own website and things like that, you definitely want to join the Digital Creator Society because we learn all things digital product creation in there. Unlimited training for you, and you will have unlimited graphics, and you get to see some behind the scenes that I don't really show on YouTube over in my exclusive community. It is new. I just started it, but it is wonderful in there and we're like a family. So until the next time, bye.